Okay, there we go.
Oh, you already live?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead, Tom.
I'm late. I'm thinking he's late, but I'm actually late. And it's coming from your page, so good morning, good morning, good morning. We coming to you all the way from the ATL. Now, it's kind of strange that, so you said it over. Now, I see someone is here. Tell me, am I sideways or are we like straight up and down? Okay. Good morning, Deetra. You're here in Atlanta with us too. Y'all heading over to the Renaissance? Good morning. Hi, Leslie. Am I straight up and down? I'm good? Okay, wonderful. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I was actually getting ready to go live from my phone. Where's the thing? Can you read that? It's backwards. And I was saying, you know, why are we here? What keeps us going? And I was saying that this might help you to understand a little bit better. And I was telling them earlier, I said, I got to interview you guys, okay? And I just want you to meet someone. I'm going to bring Amanda up because first, and I want her to bring up her beautiful mom. Yes, this is her mother. Look, Amanda was already telling me that they get all the time, are y'all sisters, okay? But this is mommy, all right? Yeah. So, look, I just want you to meet them really quickly. But I remember when I met Amanda, her husband, actually, we were in, where did we go? Jamaica. Cancun. We were in Cancun. And I just was drawn to him. And she's absolutely amazing, the most beautiful spirit ever, okay? And I'm just listening to the story and what it is that they do and just how they hit our leaderboard one week after another. But see, here's the thing. One of the things that I like to talk about oftentimes is purpose. And you also know that I talk about passion. People talk about, you know, the passion that you have. And it's true. I got to believe in whatever it is that I do. If you want to be successful in life, this is the thing I've learned, is there are many things in life that knock you down. Your purpose always pulls you back up, but your passion is the fuel that keeps that purpose going. And when I listen to her, I'm drawn, okay? Why? Because I'm listening to her as she tells me about her passion. She talks about the purpose, but before she could even really go out there with our company, Total Life Changes, it had to really get in her spirit. She had to know that what it was that she was doing was going to really benefit the next person. She really had to understand that this is really some good stuff and it works. And that's why they're here. So I'm going to be quiet and I want to bring up Amanda just so she can share a little bit with you about how they got started, what made them say yes, what's their keeping power. Then you got to hear from mommy because see, these things is connected, all right? I'm out of the way.
Absolutely.
Meet Amanda Spears.
Hello, everyone. I hope y'all are doing fabulous on this awesome Sunday. We had a wonderful event in Atlanta in the TLC Awards. It was actually my first ever award event. So the energy was phenomenal. But the reason why I got started in TLC is this woman right here. She has a phenomenal testimony. And it wasn't just weight loss, but it was health. Because I don't want to take away her testimony too much, but she used to have fibromyalgia. And when I lived at home, my mom, she could barely get out of bed. There were days she couldn't even hardly walk from her bed to her bathroom. She was in so much pain. And, you know, that was someone that was very personal to me. If most people don't know, my mom is my best friend. She's my mom, and she'll tell me if I'm right or I'm wrong, but she's my best friend. And when you see someone close to you going through things like that, you suffer with them, you know? And so she had told me about Total Life Changes, and I was so skeptical about it, you know? She did it to lose weight, actually. And she started on the products, and she's like, oh my goodness, I lost this much in my first week. And I'm like, what? Come on, you know? But what I noticed most of all was her health. Because in 6 weeks, I got my mom back. I literally got my mom back in 6 weeks. And that is the whole reason why I joined Total Life Changes. I knew the products were the real deal. You would never know today she has fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, autoimmune disease, all those things, you name it, my mom pretty much had it. So that is why I knew TLC, the products were the real deal. And I am so happy I joined. I actually didn't join to promote the business. I really joined to get my own self healthy. But once I started seeing how much these products really aren't just about weight loss, they are health. We are about health at Total Life Changes. And I had to share with other people. But I had comfort zones. I would never get on a live video like this and do something like this. I would never talk to people. I'd go in the store, I'd keep my eyes just focused on what I wanted to do, and I'd leave. It wasn't that I wasn't a kind person, didn't want to talk to people. I was just backwards, shy. So this year in January, I told my mom, my sponsor, and then I told our business partner, Keely Taylor, that this year was my year.
Yes, you did.
I was going to get out of those comfort zones, and I'm telling you, I did. And that is when my passion broke through. And every single day, my passion, I love what I do. You know, when I have a client and they tell me, of health issues they used to suffer with, but they don't anymore. I mean, I had someone comment on my picture last night. He was a client. He signed up actually under me now because he knows the products are the real deal. And he told me, he said, Amanda, you literally saved my life.
Yes, God.
And that to me is so important. I am all about saving someone's life. That's what Total Life Changes is about. And I'm so excited to be a part of this company. It's amazing. We are really a TLC family.
Yes. And
I've met so many amazing people like Tanya and Dexter, and I'm just so happy. And it's amazing. So I'm gonna bring my mom now up and let her say a few words.
Well, first of all, I am Lisa Roberts, and it's Sunday. It is God's day, although every day is God's day.
That's right.
And first thing I want to do, I want to thank God for bringing TLC into my life. It stands for Total Life Changes, and I had a total life change in my health. And I have a weight loss testimony, but what is even more amazing about my testimony is my health change. So I'll briefly, because I don't want to take a lot of time, but when I first found out about TLC was over Facebook. Keely Taylor had put on her page that she lost 42 pounds in 45 days, and I'm like, what? 42 pounds in 45 days? That's almost a pound a day. And so I private messaged her, and the other thing that caught my attention was all natural and homeopathic. And I was like, so I messaged her, and I'm like, what is this? And so she told me all about it. And I was very skeptical at first, but I was in a place in my life that I was willing to give anything a try. My health was in very bad condition, but the thing of it is, I got on TLC to lose weight, okay? So I was facing a major back surgery. I have a disease called spondylolisthesis, and what that is, that's where your whole spine slips towards your pelvic, and I was over 60% slip forward. They told me that if I did not have this surgery, I was going to end up in a wheelchair. I'm 49 years old, and I got a grandbaby, I got a daughter, I got a son, and I don't want to end up in a wheelchair. And I'm a Christian, and I believe in the power of prayer, and I was praying and begging God, I need you to do something for me now. And I was getting to the place of desperation. You know what? I wanted that physical healing. But you know what God did? God put TLC in my life and gave it to me in that way. So I got on these products.
Hallelujah.
And in 6 weeks, I dropped 31 pounds in 37 days. And like Amanda had told you, I had been diagnosed with fibromyalgia and a lot of autoimmune diseases. And I was struggling to get out of the bed in the mornings. My husband would have to help me up. I was living in my PJs. I didn't want to leave the house. It was just affecting my life in so many ways. And in 6 weeks, me and my husband, we started noticing these major changes in my body. I was not complaining about hurting. I was not struggling to get out of the bed like I used to. And I was seeing a rheumatologist on a monthly basis. I would leave there in tears, crying because there was no answers for me. And so I got on the solution kit, which is the Resolution, the NutriBurst, and the IASA T. And I'm going to tell you, the Resolution is amazing for losing weight, but the IASA T and the NutriBurst were my saving grace. And today I am fibromyalgia pain free.
Yes.
And do you know
Yes.
that people set yearly goals, like resolutions at New Year? Do you know what my New Year's resolution was in 2016? That I would not go to the emergency room. Because I was going about every 2 months to the emergency room. For 2 years in a row, I met the catastrophic level of my insurance.
Good.
And I mean, I'm talking hundreds of thousands of dollars in medical bills. And I couldn't work a job for 5 years. So do you see the power of these products? It gave me back my health. It changed my finances. And now I am sharing TLC because, you know what, there's people out there suffering, and you know what? You don't gotta keep suffering. I'm telling you, these products are powerful. And, you know, that's my story. I've got blood tests to prove. If anybody wanted to see, my SED rates were off the charts, which is inflammation markers in your body. Mine one read 30 and 40. Normal is 0 to 20. After being on the NutriBurst and the T for 6 weeks, I went back to my rheumatologist. My SED rate was 7. And my doctor looked at me and is like, what are you doing? And I said, hey, I am taking these homeopathic drugs. I'm drinking these liquid vitamins and drinking this detox tea. He's like, whatever you're doing, keep right on doing it. And I am here to testify to you. I have went off of 16 medications a day to 0.
Come on now.
0. Within a year and a half, I have went off all those medications. That is an amazing testimony. And I just thank God for putting TLC in my life. And He did put TLC in my life. And that's my testimony.
Oh my gosh. Y'all know my baby jumping, right?
Oh, I want to tell you something else.
Oh, go ahead.
I never could exercise. So, you know, I had that major back surgery, and that major back surgery was a 5-hour surgery. They cut me in the front, they cut me in the back. I've got 5 rods and, 2 rods and 5 pins and a cadaver in the front. And just recently, I walked 8.5 miles, and I am planning to do a half a marathon this fall. So I'm telling you, I got my life back.
I love it. Praise God. Look, y'all, I'm telling you, when I saw her the other day, I said, I got to interview you. And I hadn't heard all the details. I remember when you were telling me in Cancun, Amanda was just sharing some things with me. But it's just nothing like hearing it from the source, the lady herself. But I'm telling you, it's so much that was said. And honey, I can go in and just share a lot. But I'm telling you, why did I want you to see it? I want everyone to see this. But I want to bring this understanding. Now, here on this live, several people will see this. Some of you are already in business with us. Got a message for you. And there are those of you who are not. There are those of you who are thinking about maybe, well, do I want to try it as a customer, but you haven't quite moved yet. So this testimony, just hearing from these 2 ladies right now, is helping all of us. But let me just say this first to my business partners, and you hear me say it all the time. We have power in our hands. We actually have things that help somebody else. And I tell you, God, He's so smart. All He ever does is He knew what we would need. He teaches us how to serve others, and out of our service to other people, you will also benefit and reap a reward. Business is nothing but a service. How we now service people, but it help pay our bills.
Amen.
We service people, and now I can go on vacation. I mean, do you understand what I'm saying to you? This is what happens. And for those of you who've been watching and you've been wondering, is this really real? It's testimonies like this. When you get the opportunity to actually help the next person. And see, this is the thing. I want you to catch this. I heard I'm a skeptic.
Yep.
You hear, I question, I wonder. I really had never had any intention about sharing these products. I just wanted to lose some weight. You see what I mean? See, listen to that. there's nothing that any one of us really don't think about that's the same. I was a skeptic too. I argued for my limitations. I made excuses. Let me tell you something. Anytime God is about to bring you anything, he brings you an answer to your prayer, the enemy always brings an opposition to the answer. You're now in a place of decision. Are you going to listen to God? Are you going to listen to him? How would you know the difference? Because God says, I have never given you the spirit of what? Fear. He's giving you what? Power, love, sound mind. The enemy gives you what? Fear. If you ever feel fear, and you'll know the difference between God saying, baby, that's not it, to where you just scared to do a live. Where you're just scared, to talk to the next person. Where you're just scared to, and you know what it is? When we say, I'm just not a people person, I just can't talk to people. I'm afraid to help somebody. That's what you're saying. I'm afraid to help you change your life. That's really what we're saying. The enemy would disguise it as, see, that ain't you. That's not true. We all have a responsibility to each other.
Right.
I have a responsibility to them. They have a responsibility to me. We all, everybody, look at the family, husbands, daddy, family, uncle, everybody. Y'all see that? We have a responsibility to each other.
Right.
And I'm going to close with this. I don't know if anybody have anything to say. Y'all welcome to. But I'm telling you, I think about a friend of mine. She was here with us, her first conference that she was able to be in this weekend. And she was dealing with issues of her own, and I used to watch her Facebook post, and I would pay attention, and I'm sitting here hearing the testimonies about our product line and the things that it's doing to help people. And I contacted her, and see, you got to know, sometimes everybody may not be in a position financially to even get it. Didn't matter to me. I said, I'm bringing it to you. Why? I just want to know if this is going to help you. There's a possibility that this right here will change your life. See, that's what we're talking about. There's a passion that's happening here in TLC. Why? Because we're seeing what it's able to do to help others. It feels good to be a part of this company. It feels good to be here on this weekend. It feels good to be standing here and meeting people like this. It feels good.
Yes.
It feels good.
Amazing. Yes.
That's why we're here.
Yes.
That's why we'll keep doing. That's why we oppose the enemy. That's why we're not going to respond to his fear. That's why.
Yes.
I want to encourage you as our business partners. I want to encourage you as our customers. I want to encourage you on today. This is going to help you in so many ways. Don't miss it. Come on, Daddy. Anybody? Y'all got anything you want to say? Come on.
Don't wait too late and miss the opportunity.
Come on now.
This is real. I was a skeptic when my wife first started selling these products. I've heard of these things before and they just don't pan out, But most weeks now, she brings home more money than I do. So it's changed our finances as well as health. And if you wait too long, you're going to miss your opportunity and it's going to be too late. And then you're going to wish you had done it. So jump in, do it now. This is the real deal. I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't stand here and tell you that if it wasn't true. Now's the time. Get on board. Let's go. TLC rocks.
Come on now.
I just want to say a few little things. This company is the real deal.
Yes, it is.
If y'all knew how bad my wife was to what she is now, the money will come, but how much money would you be willing to give to have great health? The thing I tell my coworkers at work whenever they're talking about stuff, I said, we go to the doctors. And again, we're not going to make no medical claims. We're just telling you our testimony. But we go to the doctor, and one of the things they'll say is, well, we'll try this medication, and if it doesn't work, we'll try something else. Man invented that medication.
Practice it, yeah.
But this is God-made. I said, you look at what's in the ILSA tea. I said, God made that stuff because he knew whenever he made Adam and Eve and he put them in that garden, he put the stuff on this earth that would sustain our lives. But had we not messed up and sinned, all this medical, all this stuff that comes upon us is because of man's disobedience. But God put all of these natural herbs that we're taking, put it in our lives to help sustain our health. And that is what TLC has. And it's all of this God-made herbs that look at the ingredients in our products.
Yeah.
You're not
Research
going to
them.
see that it's some off-the-wall chart stuff. I mean, you know, I told him, I said, I know the Iosita tea is God-made because of one of the ingredients. Now, back in Indiana, we have what's called a persimmon. And if y'all ain't never ate a persimmon, it's awesome. But there's a persimmon leaf that's in the Iosita tea. I know that's made from heaven. It's got to be because it's awesome. But we are in a great family company.
Yes.
We are a family.
Thank you, Jack Fallon.
That's right. Thanks,
for the
Jack.
vision, for the vision.
And
thank you, Tanya Scott, for your inspiration. You
Oh, you
inspire
are
me.
awesome.
You
Well,
all,
you inspire
there
me.
are amazing leaders in this company.
Yes.
And you know what I love about TLC? I'm not even in your downline. But you
It
know
don't
what?
matter.
These people
We
take
family.
time for you. It don't matter. I've had so many 7-figure, 6-figure earners speak to me this weekend, and it's just inspired me, and it touches my heart that they care. I mean, you can feel the love. It's not put on. It's the real deal. I'm telling you, TLC is a company that you need to be in.
Amen. And look, I'm gonna tell you what, Daddy. I don't think y'all probably ever heard me present before, but I share this sometimes. And y'all, and many of you may have heard me. I know my team that's up here have, but I remember when I started with this company, and we had been in a few months, and it was so surreal to me because I'm like, somebody gonna call me soon and say this ain't working because people. Because people I was servicing, it was like, Tanya, the testimonies were amazing. And I remember standing in my living room and I remember crying. And I'm like, this is surreal, God.
Yes.
And he spoke to me. And he said, Tanya, I told you I will be the supplier of your needs according to my riches and glory.
That's right.
So he gave me a new revelation of that scripture that has the supplier. He supplies us with everything. He's the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. Nothing come from us. He gives us everything. He said, now, I told you I am the supplier of your needs according to my riches and glory. He said, this land is full of my riches and glory.
Yes, I hear you.
He said, but you won't take chaga if you don't know about chaga.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna tell you this too. The young lady I mentioned to you a few minutes ago, the one that I said that I took those medications to, how about now, and she's here too this weekend, but how about now, guess what her doctors has listed in her medical records on her chart for her to take on a daily basis? Our stuff.
All right.
Okay, so when you got T, NutriBurst to Chewy, and what was that fourth one? You remember? T, NutriBurst to Chewy, and Chaga.
Oh, yeah.
All four of those are on her medical record, along with one prescription drug, and she was on 16 before, down to 1, and all of that's on her chart. Come on, somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Now,
What
come
are you
on.
waiting on?
Good
That's
gracious.
right.
You got something you want to say? Come on.
I've been through a situation about 6 months ago. I had a pituitary gland problem. There was a mass going on in my
Pituitary
brain.
gland.
I was starting to have a lot of blood pressure problems, and
Let me hear you.
also it was a situation where my sugar was up too. And anyway, we just felt that I just found out that there's some through Lisa and Robbie and Amanda that these TLC was doing something for their lives. Now I'm seeing that it's doing something for me. I was taking those 3 products that they would. I seen at this conference about the NutriBoost, Iosita, and NRG, but then I found out about Chaga and Ghana. So when you do investigate about all these fitness and wellness products, it will help with his health.
Yes.
It will help you too.
Yes.
I thank the Lord for that. And also I just got out of the doctor's office and they said my sugar level was down and I had no problem with my blood pressure anymore. And I'm still taking those products that keep me in control.
I love it.
I thank you for TLC.
Yes. Oh my God. Dexter, you want to close this out? You got anything you want to say, John?
No, not really. It's just you guys heard what TLC does, So just, just make a decision to get healthy. Tanya, I don't know if she mentioned your weight loss, right?
No, I ain't.
Tanya and I, we kind of rededicated to the TLC products. I was able to get off 27 pounds. I feel great. My energy is through the roof. Now that we're through this conference, I want to go back and get off some more weight. So the push now is to get another 10 off before Christmas. So I know I'll be able to do it. TLC's products make it easier to do just that. So all we're offering you is an opportunity to just change your life. And we're assisting. If you make, I'll even say a 10% change in the way that you eat, allow TLC's products to step in and take you that extra percentage. Hey, maybe 50% change. Who knows? But it works. So that's all I got to say.
That's enough.
It's
I tell you, that's
exciting.
good. All right, everybody. No, that's good. Say good. Tell everybody goodbye.
We'll see y'all.
Thank you.
Bye. God bless.
Thank you. Tell them bye, Chandra. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be talking again soon. Bye-bye.